God's advice today. Have you ever felt that God is trying to speak to you, yet in the busyness of life, His signs go unnoticed? This message invites you to pause, reflect, and open your heart. Perhaps this is exactly what you needed to hear today. Watch until the end with openness, and if these words touch you, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell to receive more messages like this. Don't forget to check the pinned comment for a 1-minute prayer and a recommended message to help strengthen your faith even more. God said, "My son, listen carefully to every word I now pour over your soul, for I speak to you not from unreachable heights, but from the closeness of the one who sustains you even when you don't perceive it. Call to me and I will answer you, and show you great and hidden things which you do not know." Jeremiah chapter 33 verse 3. You called, you cried in silence, you asked why help was delayed, and I tell you, nothing was ignored, nothing went unnoticed by my eyes. There are movements of my spirit happening around you that your senses cannot yet perceive, but they are already shaping the path of your victory. Breaths of healing move through your body as I speak to you. Seeds of restoration begin to awaken in the dry soil of your heart, and living waters start to flow where before there was only dust and exhaustion. Do you feel ready for a deep change in your life and in the lives of those you love? Sometimes all we need is a small step of faith to open the doors of abundance, peace, and blessings that God has already reserved for us. A simple 1-minute prayer can be the beginning of a spiritual journey that transforms the inside and reflects on the outside. If you want to attract more light, balance, and prosperity, spiritual and material, click on the link in the first comment. There you will find a simple practice, guided with love, that can help you connect more deeply with the divine presence in your life. I have prepared for you more than you asked for, more than you imagined, more than your fears allowed you to dream. This is the time when I remove old burdens, break false expectations, undo the words that wounded you, and plant in you a new identity, that of someone who does not live by scarcity, but by promise. Comment, I trust in God, who sees and cares for my heart. I saw when your heart became too heavy, when your hands trembled trying to hold what was falling apart, when you wondered if there was truly something prepared for you. But now, my son, I surround you with a presence that not only comforts, it transforms. The Holy Spirit walks through your life like a wind that reorganizes everything that seemed out of place. He breathes understanding where there was confusion, courage where there was fear, life where you believed only fragments of yourself remained. You will feel, even if softly at first, a sacred warmth moving through your bones, as if I were reigniting an ancient flame the world tried to extinguish. The touch that flows from my hand is not just healing, it is rebirth. Prepare yourself for nights when your soul will be washed by tears that are not of pain, but of liberation. Prepare yourself for mornings when you will wake up feeling that something invisible is pushing you in the right direction. I am aligning encounters, undoing delays, redirecting paths, rebuilding doors that were torn away from you. Nothing will be lost, everything will be restored. Comment, I trust that God guides me to peace and victory. My beloved son, hear this as someone who listens to the sound of a trumpet announcing a new dawn. For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you a future and a hope. Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 11. I did not call you to merely survive the chaos, I called you to flourish in it. Just as I brought water from the rock, I will bring joy from your ruins. Just as I fed an entire people in the desert, I will feed your faith with signs so clear you will not be able to deny my hand. The anointing I pour over your story now breaks ancient chains, touches hidden places in your soul, and rewrites chapters you thought were already closed. What is coming is so great that even your painful memories will become testimonies. You will see people returning to ask your forgiveness, you will see doors opening effortlessly, you will see news arriving like rain on thirsty ground. And when it happens, my son, you will know, it was not coincidence, it was a decree from heaven over your life. Comment: God's light shines the brightest in the darkest moments. And now I tell you another deep truth: your soul is entering the season of harvest. The heavens have begun to move so quickly in your favor that even your breathing will change. You will feel lighter days, clearer thoughts, stronger peace. Do not be alarmed by what begins to leave your life, for I myself remove what hurts you, what drains you, what delays you. There are people who were only in your journey for a time, but not for a purpose, and I, with my perfect wisdom, am undoing bonds that were never approved by me. At the same time, I prepare encounters that will surprise you like gifts wrapped by my own hand. And when the person I chose to cross your path appears, you will know without a doubt, this encounter was born from my heart. You do not lack love, you do not lack worth, you do not lack destiny. All of this has always been yours, it was only being saved for the right moment. Comment: God sustains me even when everything seems silent. Son, receive this word overflowing with authority and unwavering truth. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Psalm 23 verse 1. When I say you shall not lack, I speak of a provision that touches every corner of your life, your finances, your emotions, your spiritual walk, and even the hidden areas no one sees. Nothing means nothing, not a single need, not a single empty space, not a single unanswered cry. The abundance I am preparing is not symbolic nor distant, it is practical, transformative, and undeniable. I am moving resources from places you cannot imagine, dismantling spiritual barriers that tried to block your prosperity, and releasing favor that has been held back for years. What was scarcity will overflow. What felt tight will expand. What once troubled your nights will turn into testimonies of my faithfulness. There is an invisible river of provision flowing toward your home, carrying breakthroughs, solutions, and unexpected opportunities. Just as I fed Elijah in a season of drought and sustained the widow with a miracle that defied logic, I will sustain your family. And just as I multiplied loaves and fish beyond what the eyes could count, I will multiply everything you surrender into my hands. Comment: I trust in the love of God, He is my refuge. 6. Almost equals 200 palavras. I care for your family with a depth, seriousness, and tenderness you still cannot fully understand. While you sleep, I walk through the rooms of your home, touching hearts, calming spirits, and protecting each life under your roof. While you work, I place my hand upon your loved ones, covering them from attacks you never even saw coming. I am breaking generational patterns that repeated silently for years, cycles of fear, emotional distance, conflict, and spiritual dryness. I am erasing negative words spoken carelessly, uprooting emotional wounds buried deep, and bringing alignment where there was confusion. You will witness transformations in people you had already given up on. You will see healing emerging where pain once dictated behavior. Homes that seemed broken beyond repair will experience reconciliation that only my Spirit can produce. Harmony will replace tension, peace will replace chaos, and unity will replace division. And this blessing will not be limited to you, it will overflow to every person I entrusted to your care. Your family is not a coincidence, it is my intentional design, my divine masterpiece. I shaped it, I guard it, and I will never abandon it. Comment, I trust in the love of God, He is my refuge. 7. Almost equals 200 palavras. Son, hold tightly to this eternal truth. He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Psalm 91 verse 1. There is a deep spiritual rest approaching your life, a rest that the world cannot imitate and circumstances cannot steal. I am training your heart to trust me in silence, to wait without anxiety, and to walk forward even when you cannot see clearly. You will learn to breathe peace in the middle of storms and to feel my presence as a constant, steady warmth within your spirit. It will be subtle at times, yet unmistakably real, so real that your thoughts will begin to shift, your reactions will soften, and your inner atmosphere will transform. Fear will lose its grip, anxiety will lose its influence, and insecurity will lose its voice. Each step you take will feel guided, each word you speak will feel supported, and even your moments of silence will be filled with my peace. This intimacy I am giving you is not emotional hype but spiritual revelation, a level of communion where you will know me not only through what you feel but through what you understand in your spirit. Comment, I trust in the love of God, He is my refuge. 8. Almost equals 200 palavras. What I am about to accomplish in your life will be so profound and undeniable that even those who doubted you, criticized you, or underestimated you will publicly recognize that it was my hand lifting you. The doors that will open before you will not be ordinary, they will be large, clear, unmistakably divine. Painful experiences from your past, the very ones that wounded you, will become stepping stones toward the miracles I prepared. People who turned their backs on you will witness your rise. Environments that excluded you will be unable to ignore the favor resting on your life. I am removing every spiritual delay, breaking invisible chains of stagnation, and uprooting blockages that kept your destiny restrained. When I move, it will be swift and surprising, like an unexpected victory delivered in the final seconds of a battle. I will take your name and place it in places your mind never dared to imagine, rooms of influence, tables of opportunity, and positions prepared long before you were aware of them. Some blessings will come without you requesting them, not because you did not deserve them, but because you were already being prepared for them through every trial. Comment, I trust in the love of God, He is my refuge. 9. Almost equals 200 palavras. Listen carefully to this truth that seals your breakthrough, for I, the Lord your God, hold your right hand and say to you, do not fear, I will help you. Isaiah 41 verse 13. I am the one who lifts you when you can no longer stand. I am the one who strengthens you when exhaustion steals your breath. And now, my son, I announce a spiritual decree over your life. Your healing has begun. The physical pain you carry, the discomfort that has weighed on your body, will be touched by my breath and renewed. The emotional wounds, those hidden scars that no one sees but I know intimately, will be restored by my light. My healing oil is descending over you like warm, gentle balm, reaching places doctors cannot access, mending what years of pain damaged, and awakening energy that had been drained. I am renewing your cells, refreshing your mind, restoring your vitality, and reviving your hope. Simultaneously, I am preparing your life for a season of abundance, opening doors and releasing provision that will arrive sooner than you expect. You will walk healed, strengthened, renewed, and blessed. Comment, I trust in the love of God, He is my refuge. 10 almost equals 200 palavras. My son, receive this final decree that seals your month, your home, your steps, and your destiny. The Holy Spirit is opening before you a path unlike any you have seen, wide, radiant, and marked by supernatural acceleration. When you enter this path, you will feel blessings unfolding rapidly, surrounding your life from every direction. You will harvest what you sowed with tears, holding in your hands answers to prayers you whispered quietly, thinking no one heard. You will experience a level of provision that dissolves your greatest worries overnight. I am releasing financial favor, emotional restoration, family healing, spiritual clarity, and a peace that surpasses anything the human mind can articulate. Your story will not remain hidden. It will become a testimony that inspires many. Your voice will gain authority, and your life will shine like a lighthouse to those who walk in darkness. And everything that will unfold is the result of one decision. You chose to remain in me, even when life tried to shake you. Now, lift your head, breathe deeply, and believe with conviction. Heaven is fully engaged, working on your behalf. Listen carefully to this truth that seals your breakthrough, for I, the Lord your God, hold your right hand and say to you, do not fear, I will help you. Isaiah chapter 41 verse 13. I am the one who lifts you when you can no longer stand. I am the one who strengthens you when exhaustion steals your breath. And now, my son, I announce a spiritual decree over your life. Your healing has begun. The physical pain you carry, the discomfort that has weighed on your body, will be touched by my breath and renewed. The emotional wounds, those hidden scars that no one sees but I know intimately, will be restored by my light. My healing oil is descending over you like warm, gentle balm, reaching places doctors cannot access, mending what years of pain damaged, and awakening energy that had been drained. I am renewing your cells, refreshing your mind, restoring your vitality, and reviving your hope. Simultaneously, I am preparing your life for a season of abundance, opening doors and releasing provision that will arrive sooner than you expect. You will walk healed, strengthened, renewed, and blessed. My son, receive this final decree that seals your month, your home, your steps, and your destiny. The Holy Spirit is opening before you a path unlike any you have seen, wide, radiant, and marked by supernatural acceleration. When you enter this path, you will feel blessings unfolding rapidly, surrounding your life from every direction. You will harvest what you sowed with tears, holding in your hands answers to prayers you whispered quietly, thinking no one heard. You will experience a level of provision that dissolves your greatest worries overnight. I am releasing financial favor, emotional restoration, family healing, spiritual clarity, and a peace that surpasses anything the human mind can articulate. Your story will not remain hidden. It will become a testimony that inspires many. Your voice will gain authority, and your life will shine like a lighthouse to those who walk in darkness. And everything that will unfold is the result of one decision. You chose to remain in me, even when life tried to shake you. Now, lift your head, breathe deeply, and believe with conviction. Heaven is fully engaged, working on your behalf. My beloved child, listen closely to the whisper that reaches your heart even now, because every breath of this message is wrapped in the fullness of my love, poured out to surround you where no shadow can remain. I come to you not as a distant presence beyond the clouds or as an unreachable majesty in the heavens, but as the God who bends low, who walks beside you, who holds your trembling hands with patience and tenderness. I know every burden you have carried, every fear you tried to silence, every question that rests heavily in the quiet corners of your soul. I know your thoughts before they rise, and I understand the anxieties that weigh on you even when you pretend they are light. My child, you never walk alone, even in the hours when uncertainty shakes you and the world feels overwhelming. I am the steady heartbeat beneath your chaos, the peace that waits behind every storm, the gentle voice saying, "Do not be afraid, I am here." When you feel lost, I light the path. When you feel weak, I strengthen your spirit. When you feel broken, I begin to rebuild what no one else can see. My love surrounds you like a warm embrace, shielding you from battles that were never yours to fight and illuminating the dark places that once frightened you. Trust that I am already working in ways your eyes cannot yet perceive. Trust that my plans stretch far beyond the limits of your imagination, for I am the God who brings blessings where others see impossibility, and I am preparing doors that will open at the perfect time. Do not worry, my child, for even in your hardest moments, I stand beside you as your defender, your shelter, and your guide. When life feels heavy and your own strength seems too small to carry the weight, lean into me, for I am the sure foundation under your feet. I see every tear you cry in silence, and I gather each one as a testimony of your endurance. You have faced giants, problems so big they cast shadows over your hope, but I remind you now that no giant is greater than the one who walks with you. When confusion rises, remember that I am your clarity. When fear whispers lies, remember that I am the truth that silences every voice that seeks to defeat you. There is nothing we cannot face together. I do not ask you to be perfect, I ask you to be willing, to believe that I can raise you from the deepest valleys and lead you into the brightest days. Every challenge you encounter is not a sign of abandonment but an invitation to grow. When you stumble, I am the one who lifts you, who dusts off your wounds, who steadies your steps, and who reminds you that every promise spoken over your life still stands unchanged. Even now, in moments when everything feels uncertain, I am working behind the scenes, weaving redemption into every detail for your good. When you walk through dark valleys and unfamiliar paths, know that there is no darkness thick enough to hide you from my sight. I go before you, behind you, and beside you. My light is stronger than every shadow that tries to cling to your heart. I am the one who designed the universe with a breath, who placed every star in the heavens with intention, who shaped the mountains and commanded the oceans. And yet, with all my power and glory, I choose to remain at your side, not as a distant ruler, but as a father whose heart beats for you. My love touches every corner of your identity, restoring what was broken, healing what was wounded, and strengthening what was fragile. And in moments when others fail to see your worth, I remind you of who you are through my eyes, precious, chosen, beloved, capable, strong. You were not created to walk in fear. You were created to walk in light, for my presence turns every dangerous path into a place of transformation. Hold on to this truth: no valley is too deep, no night too long, no burden too heavy for my love to reach. You are never alone, not even for a breath. So release your fear, my child, and allow your heart to rest in me. My power has no limits. My goodness has no end, and my faithfulness does not expire with time. Every sunrise that warms your face is a reminder of my mercy. Every sunset that colors the sky is a reminder of my promise to carry you through every season. I am with you in the quiet moments when the world is still, and I am with you in the chaotic moments when everything moves too fast. In me you will find a refuge that cannot be shaken, comfort that calms every storm, and blessing that flows even when circumstances look barren. Let me guide your steps. Let me comfort your heart. Let me breathe courage into your spirit. Believe that everything you do has the potential to prosper, not because your strength is enough, but because my presence surrounds you with unbreakable authority. I, the one who shaped the galaxies, am committed to walking beside you every moment of your life. Give me your worries, your fears, your doubts, and the hidden anxieties you carry alone. When placed in my hands, they become seeds of peace and hope. Keep your faith steady, even when the world shakes around you, for I am already working on your behalf in realms you cannot yet see. And when hopelessness tries to bury your joy, remember that I am the God of hope, the God who revives, restores, and renews. I know the battles that rise before you, the obstacles that try to block your path, the voices that tell you to give up. But I say to you now, be strong, be courageous, and do not surrender your purpose. There is no wound too deep for me to heal, no sorrow too heavy for me to lift, no problem too great for me to destroy. My presence is not distant, it is a constant source of strength carrying you day by day. I transform struggles into growth, loss into wisdom, and sorrow into joy. What the world calls an ending, I call a beginning. What others call defeat, I call preparation. Trust that every situation in your life is being shaped by my hands for your ultimate good. Your journey, marked by victories, setbacks, breakthroughs, and silent battles, is a testimony of the resilience I placed within you. I am your lighthouse in every storm, the guiding light that leads you safely forward when everything else feels uncertain. With me, every step becomes purposeful, every trial becomes preparation, and every hidden moment becomes part of a greater plan. Your story is being written with strokes of courage, faith, and divine intention. Tests become triumphs. Tears become seeds of faith. What once felt like broken pieces becomes a masterpiece of strength and beauty in my hands. Do not fear the future, for I have already gone ahead of you. Do not fear the present, for I am holding you now. And do not fear the past, for I have redeemed it. I open doors no one can close, and I close doors that were never meant for you. Trust that my timing is perfect and that my promises cannot fail. Even when the days seem dark and the waiting feels long, know this, everything is leading you toward the greatness I designed specifically for you. Every challenge becomes a stepping stone, every stumble transforms into testimony, and every moment, every single one, is covered by my unshakable love. You are never alone, my child. You never have been, and you never will be. I am with you, now and always. My beloved child, incline your heart to my voice, for I am drawing near to you in this very moment. Not from unreachable heights, not from distant realms, but from the closeness of a father who has walked beside you since the beginning. I have seen every tear you tried to hide, every night you laid awake searching for answers, every moment when worry tangled itself around your heart. Yet even in those quiet, painful hours, I was the one who kept your spirit from breaking. I carried you when your strength faded, I whispered hope into your soul when fear grew loud, and I shielded you from battles you never even knew were approaching. My grace has been your covering, my peace your resting place, and my love your constant companion. And now, my child, I speak into the deep places of your being so you may know that the storm surrounding you is not greater than the one who stands with you. Lift your eyes toward me, for my light is descending upon your path, illuminating what once seemed lost in shadow. These words I release over you today are not temporary comfort but a declaration written into the very foundation of your destiny. You are precious to me, valued beyond measure, and woven into a divine design that includes joy, growth, celebration, healing, and countless blessings prepared before you ever drew your first breath. Let these words take root in your spirit, strengthening you when you feel weary and reminding you that you were never forgotten, never overlooked, and never abandoned. I am with you now, as I have always been, ready to lift you into a new season formed by my hands. My child, though you have walked through seasons heavy with confusion and sorrow, know that none of it was unnoticed. I saw your silent battles, your hidden wounds, the questions that rose within you when the future felt uncertain and distant. But hear me clearly, I have come to heal you, to untangle the burdens that have weighed upon your heart, and to break every chain that has tried to keep you bound. From the moment you were formed, I knew the shape of your destiny. I knew the challenges you would face, the victories you would claim, and the depth of strength that would emerge from within you. You are a living reflection of my love, carrying a purpose that has not diminished, not even for a moment. As you continue walking forward, remember that every step you take is guided by my hand, shaped by my wisdom, and surrounded by my protection. You are never alone, not in the journey, not in the waiting, not in the moments when you feel unsure. Trust that I am leading you toward a future filled with my goodness, a future enriched with opportunities to flourish, to grow, and to rise beyond the limitations you once believed would hold you down. My plan for you was crafted with intention, with tenderness, and with a vision far greater than anything you have imagined. That is why I ask you to listen closely today, for the miracle you have been praying for is already in motion. It approaches with quiet strength, prepared to break through at the exact moment I have ordained. Believe that my timing is perfect, for I am never early, never late, always precise in the unfolding of your destiny. My child, though you have walked through seasons heavy with confusion and sorrow, know that none of it was unnoticed. I saw your silent battles, your hidden wounds, the questions that rose within you when the future felt uncertain and distant. But hear me clearly, I have come to heal you, to untangle the burdens that have weighed upon your heart, and to break every chain that has tried to keep you bound. From the moment you were formed, I knew the shape of your destiny. I knew the challenges you would face, the victories you would claim, and the depth of strength that would emerge from within you. You are a living reflection of my love, carrying a purpose that has not diminished, not even for a moment. As you continue walking forward, remember that every step you take is guided by my hand, shaped by my wisdom, and surrounded by my protection. You are never alone, not in the journey, not in the waiting, not in the moments when you feel unsure. Trust that I am leading you toward a future filled with my goodness, a future enriched with opportunities to flourish, to grow, and to rise beyond the limitations you once believed would hold you down. My plan for you was crafted with intention, with tenderness, and with a vision far greater than anything you have imagined. That is why I ask you to listen closely today, for the miracle you have been praying for is already in motion. It approaches with quiet strength, prepared to break through at the exact moment I have ordained. Believe that my timing is perfect, for I am never early, never late, always precise in the unfolding of your destiny. My child, though you have walked through seasons heavy with confusion and sorrow, know that none of it was unnoticed. I saw your silent battles, your hidden wounds, the questions that rose within you when the future felt uncertain and distant. But hear me clearly, I have come to heal you, to untangle the burdens that have weighed upon your heart, and to break every chain that has tried to keep you bound. From the moment you were formed, I knew the shape of your destiny. I knew the challenges you would face, the victories you would claim, and the depth of strength that would emerge from within you. You are a living reflection of my love, carrying a purpose that has not diminished, not even for a moment. As you continue walking forward, remember that every step you take is guided by my hand, shaped by my wisdom, and surrounded by my protection. You are never alone, not in the journey, not in the waiting, not in the moments when you feel unsure. Trust that I am leading you toward a future filled with my goodness, a future enriched with opportunities to flourish, to grow, and to rise beyond the limitations you once believed would hold you down. My plan for you was crafted with intention, with tenderness, and with a vision far greater than anything you have imagined. That is why I ask you to listen closely today, for the miracle you have been praying for is already in motion. It approaches with quiet strength, prepared to break through at the exact moment I have ordained. Believe that my timing is perfect, for I am never early, never late, always precise in the unfolding of your destiny. Understand, my child, that the miracle approaching you is not meant for you alone. The transformation I am bringing into your life is a testimony meant to be shared, a beacon meant to shine for others still walking through their own storms. When your breakthrough arrives, do not keep it hidden. Speak of what I have done for you. Declare how I lifted you, how I healed you, how I brought you through every moment when you thought you would fall. Through your story, hope will awaken in hearts that have forgotten how to believe. Through your victory, my love will flow into families, homes, and lives that desperately need light. You are a vessel of my presence, a carrier of my power, and a reflection of my compassion. Allow me to work through you so others may find comfort, restoration, and strength. But above all, remain anchored in my timing. There will be moments when my plan seems slow, when my promises feel distant. In those moments, trust me. Even when you cannot see it, I am moving. Even when you do not understand, I am aligning every detail perfectly. Hold fast to my word, cling to my presence, and do not allow doubt to steal what I am preparing for you. Focus your heart on me, my beloved child. Tune out the noise, the distractions, the fears, and the voices that try to weaken your faith. My promises stand firm, unbroken, and everlasting. I am the Father who restores, who strengthens, who heals, and who blesses beyond all expectation. The future I have prepared for you is filled with purpose, abundance, and joy. Walk boldly into this new chapter, knowing that my hands are guiding you, my love is sustaining you, and my presence is surrounding you. Every breath you take, every step you make, every moment that opens before you, is woven into a divine plan greater than anything you could ever imagine. So stand tall, my child. Believe fully. Trust deeply. For the miracle you have long awaited is drawing near with unstoppable certainty. I am with you, now and always, and I will never cease to pour my love, my power, and my blessings over your life. The time has come. Step forward into the fullness of what I have prepared. Your story is shifting, your breakthrough is unfolding, and your life is about to radiate with the beauty of my glory. Reject negativity and walk forward with authenticity, courage, and perseverance. True greatness never emerges from ease but from resilience born in adversity. From this moment on, do not allow the voices that belittle your dreams or predict your failure to influence your spirit. They do not comprehend the depth of my love for you or the magnitude of my power working within you. Instead, bow your head in prayer, lift your spirit in faith, and believe wholeheartedly that what I am preparing for you will exceed every expectation you have ever held. My blessings for you know no limits, just as my grace is infinite and overflowing. Trust me, and I will provide you with protection, wisdom, comfort, healing, and strength. You have gifts uniquely designed for your calling, talents that no one else possesses in the way you do. You are one of a kind, crafted intentionally, with purpose flowing through every fiber of your being. Do not fall into the trap of comparison, for every person walks a path crafted specifically for them. Live with integrity, creativity, and authenticity, and you will accomplish far more than you once believed possible. I have placed greatness within you. Do not hide it. Let it shine. Each new day is a doorway into deeper wisdom, growth, and discovery. Do not be discouraged by challenges, for they are not signs of defeat, they are invitations to grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Trials refine you, not destroy you. Embrace correction that helps you grow, but turn away from words meant to harm or diminish your spirit. You are far stronger than you realize, with potential within you that reaches beyond anything you have tapped into so far. Do not give up, my beloved. Move forward with courage, spreading kindness,